Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. What? Back at you with the BEEFS. Check it, man. Look, this past weekend was a very special weekend for boxing fans, fight fans all over the world. Listen,
this is a homage.
Man, we had a triple header from Showtime and Premier Boxing Champions that did not disappoint. Listen, man, look, also, Amir, he fought. And also, Carl Frampton, Nonito, Donaire. Man, look, we had a lot of good boxing on this weekend, all the way from, past legends to fighters who are up and coming in the sport. You know what I'm saying? Nonito Donaire, he fell to Carl Frampton. He got dominated. But man, look, this, hey, I'm talking about this the thing right here. Amir Khan knocked out Phil Logreco in 40 seconds. Listen, first round knockout, Khan knocked him out. Now, this is the thing. Phil Logreco, they fought at a catch weight of 150 pounds. He was supposed to beat Phil Logreco, and, it was supposed to be a comeback fight for him where he looked good. But, man, this was like a little bit much. I'm talking about 40 seconds. So now, listen. Amir Khan, after he fight Phil Logreco, Kell Brook is right there ringside and comes up into the ring. Now, Khan said what he had to say and left out, and he also expressed that fight has to happen at 147. Which, hey, that's what I expected anyway. And if Kell Brook want to make that fight happen, I mean, he's probably gonna have to follow along and play nice in the sandbox. I'm gonna tell you the truth though, man. For both fighters, man, that's probably the best fight they could make for that UK market. And but I don't know if Khan really wants to make the fight. He didn't seem like he was very interested in the fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. But anyway, Amir Khan, man, that was his first time fighting, over in the UK for a while. And, the thing that he has done for his career, man, he really made himself sellable in the American market. And, he could always go back, and fight in that UK market. So, but he says he made some comments about Errol Spence Jr. Listen, this is the beef. Amir Khan talked like he really want Errol Spence Jr. And Errol Spence Jr. told him, hey, what's up? Man, Errol Spence Jr., man, big up to Errol Spence. Man, he ain't got no duck in him. No duck. If anybody mention Errol Spence and duck in the same sentence, man, look here. You better be choosing your words correctly. Errol Spence ain't got no duck in him. And Errol Spence let him know, hey, look, it's let's do it. That will be a good big name for Errol Spence to have on his list. Now, Amir Khan also has mentioned a fighter who fought this past weekend, and Adrian Broner. He has mentioned Adrian Broner now. And this is the thing, Adrian Broner, man, Adrian Broner say, hey, look, my stock has risen since this Jesse Vargas fight because I put on the show. My thing with Adrian Broner, man, you should have knocked the man out. The 5th round, I don't know what it was, if Jesse was gassed, he was tired from, weight drained or whatever, coming down to 144. I don't know, but Jesse Vargas, in the 5th round, he got hit with a couple shots, and he looked like he was ready to go, like in the 7th round, 7, 8, man, look. Jesse Vargas looked like he could have went. And but from that 5th round, man, it seems like every time Adrian Broner sat down on the punch and hit Vargas with it, it like Vargas could feel it all the way to his bones, man. And I'm gonna tell you this right here. Kevin Cunningham, he did tell Adrian Broner going into the 12th round, he say, I don't know what these judges gonna do, man. You need to act like you want to knock out. He should have told him that in the 7th round. He should have told him that at least going into the 8th round. He should have pressed Adrian Broner, man. Look, Jesse Vargas, man, he did control the first part of the fight. I give him that. He fought up tempo. He outworked Adrian Broner. You know, he stuck that jab out there. He mixed up his punches and he stayed busy. But like I say, I don't know if it was the weight drain. Paulie Malignaggi made a comment about him throwing a lot of punches. And Paulie Malignaggi done been in there with Adrian Broner. And he made mention of how Adrian Broner will step to you. And you know, boxers know boxing. So when Paulie Malignaggi talk about stuff, sometimes you gotta listen. Showtime really has a gem in Paulie Malignaggi, because he is gonna speak out. He's gonna say how he feel, and also he's a boxer, so he has experience. But my thing, Paulie Malignaggi, just listening to him about Adrian Broner, says how he steps to you and how that kind of takes a toll. You know, it kind of makes you, from what he was saying, it makes a fighter feel like they have to throw punches. And that's what he mentioned. And I think not only that, I think it was their game plan to come out early and throw punches to try to outwork Adrian Broner, because that's what has worked for other boxers. You know, even though Jesse Vargas does not have the style like past boxers who have beat Adrian Broner, you know. But, you know, they felt like they could outwork him. That's what seemed to be the plan. But also Paulie Malignaggi, you know, from what he was saying, you know, Adrian Broner stepping to you make you feel like you need to throw more punches. And I think that was the case. Also, I think that, you know, coming down to 144 and throwing all them punches, man, at the beginning of the fight, I think it took a toll on Jesse Vargas. But anyway, I think he was ready to go. I think Adrian Broner should have got the man out of there. That's my thing. I don't think the draw, I don't think it was a robbery for either guy. You know, look at the stats. I read the stats off. But y'all can check out my video. Maybe I'll go ahead and put it in the I put it in the description box for you. But anyway, I read the stats off. It was very close in stats. Jesse Vargas only outlanded Adrian Broner by like 9 shots. You know what I'm saying? So, and then power shots, which are the more telling shots, Adrian Broner landed more. That's according to CompuBox and the ShowBox stats. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's why the draw to me is, you know, hey, it's kind of fitting, you know, because Jesse Vargas controlled the first part of the fight. Adrian Broner controlled the mid to late rounds. And I think the reason why Adrian Broner could not get the win is because even in some of those mid to late rounds, it was like 1 or 2 of them. Jesse Vargas came out, even though it looked like his punches did not have any effect on Adrian Broner in that second half of the fight. He still was sticking that jab out there, and 1 or 2 of those rounds, in the latter rounds, he was more busy. You know, and that's Adrian Broner downfall, man, not letting his hands go, you know. Anyway, Adrian Broner, I don't know if that Amir Khan fight would be the right fight for him coming back, but it's a big name he can get in there with and keep his stock high. For some reason, Adrian Broner been keeping his name hot in the sport, even with his losses, you know. This draw kind of saved him a little bit in a way. But I think, man, it would have been very impressive if he would have knocked Jesse Vargas out. And he had an opportunity to do it. He missed the opportunity. But I'm going to keep going with the BEEFS. Some more with Amir Khan, man. Look, y'all know that Terrence Crawford is coming up in weight. He was the junior welterweight undisputed champion. I'm gonna say that he held all of the major belts in the 140-pound division. Now, Terrence Crawford is coming up in weight to fight none other than Jeff Horn, who had a win over Manny Pacquiao last July and came back in the fall and knocked out a lesser opponent. But, you know, he keeping himself, you know, busy and keep trying to keep his name a little hot. Anyway, Crawford and Horn supposed to be fighting. They got an upcoming fight, but Jeff Horn's handlers, you know, they trying to reprimand Bob Arum for talking, you know, to Eddie Hearn about a Amir Khan fight. Now, what they saying is, man, look, I don't know why y'all looking past Jeff Horn, because that WBO strap ain't gonna be around his waist. I don't know why y'all trying to make a fight with Amir Khan. Well, to me, beefs. But check it. Terrence Crawford, I think, and Amir Khan will be a very intriguing matchup. Amir Khan just came off a big knockout win. So, you know, for him, he feels like, hey, even though it was against a lesser opponent, he feels like, hey, man, he got a little momentum swing. And if Crawford can secure this WBO strap, yeah, that'll be a good fight for him. It'll be a, you know what I'm saying? And to me, what it shows me is that Bob Arum and Top Rank is interested in keeping Terrence Crawford, you know what I'm saying, as a fighter. Because, you know, I know they ain't deaf. They hear a lot of this stuff going on. And how Terrence Crawford, man, he over there at Top Rank, you know, moving up to 147. Top Rank does not have the best boxers at 147 over there. You know, they ain't got a lot going on. But if they could match Terrence Crawford up with somebody like Amir Khan, it could be a fight that could generate decent money for Terrence Crawford. And also, it's a big name for Terrence Crawford. You know, Amir Khan is a big enough name. And, you know, it also shows that Top Rank is interested in putting Terrence Crawford in a good position for his career. So, I think that it's really, I'm going to say, if nothing else, it's a power move for Top Rank to keep Terrence Crawford on their roster. Because Terrence Crawford, now, you know, he's probably made more money than he's made in his life, you know, in the last year or two. So now, you know, he feeling like, man, I'm making money. If he can get in there with a, you know, secure a belt and then have a big name, man, look, Terrence Crawford probably, you know, because a lot of people saying, man, he need to leave Top Rank, which I agree. I ain't saying I disagree with that at all, but I'm saying for Top Rank to be, you know, trying to make moves behind the scenes like this, it just shows that they may have an interest in keeping Terrence Crawford, and they may have an interest in his future. But, you know, nonetheless, yeah, I think Terrence Crawford, man, first chance he get, you know, he might need to think about, you know. Anyway, get your money, Terrence Crawford. Get your little money first, and don't try to because, hey, Floyd Mayweather bought out of his contract with Top Rank. Bought out of it. You know what I'm saying? So he made his money. He bought out his contract, and it was, you know, the best thing happened to him in his career, because you see what happened to him. Anyway, that's BEEFS. Also, man, look, this past weekend, Tank Davis looked phenomenal, man. Gervonta Tank Davis is an up-and-coming guy, very special. Very special, and he showed, man, look, he put on a display of speed, power, and accuracy. If you look at these body punches he landed, man, look, this young man is very special to the sport of boxing. And I'm going to tell you this, you know, if he keep himself focused and together, he is going to be a superstar. Listen, you know, he was asked this weekend after, you know, a couple of little interviews about the winner of Tevin Farmer versus Billy Dibb. Now listen, y'all know Tank Davis and Tevin Farmer has had beefs going back I'm talking about this thing been a minute. Tevin Farmer keep calling him out. You know what I'm saying? So, and then, they were talking trash back and forth. They been talking trash back and forth. So, man, look, they asked Davis, hey, he said he would be very interested in the winner of Tevin Farmer versus Billy Deal. Now, listen, that Tevin Farmer, he fought Kenichi Ogawa the end of last year, and it was a controversial decision for Ogawa. Ogawa got the win. Tevin Farmer, man, I ain't gonna get into it too much, but it was a controversial decision to say the least. Tevin Farmer felt he won the fight, and after the fight was over, Kenichi Ogawa, his test came back positive for PEDs. So the IBF has stripped Kenichi Ogawa, and it was thought that Farmer versus Deal was gonna be like an interim belt, whatever, but it has been elevated to these two gentlemen fighting for the IBF super featherweight strap. So Tevin Farmer versus Billy Deal was ordered by the IBF, for the vacant strap at super featherweight. So now these guys go ahead and get it on. Whoever the winner is, if Tank Davis get the winner, he has a chance at unifying that super featherweight. So he already has that WBA super belt at super featherweight. He won that this weekend over Jesus Cuellar. You know what I'm saying? So now he could unify and have that IBF. Now that'll be very beautiful for the young man. Now they talking about Lomachenko. Lomachenko got a fight coming up, man. Lanierez. So all that stuff gotta happen. But I'm saying this right here. This young man go ahead and unify the super featherweight division. You know what I'm saying? And I think if he take him a couple fights, I don't know. I think the young man will be ready in about a year or two, in about a year and a half or so, maybe two, for a Lomachenko super fight. And this is something he said, and it makes sense, that Lomachenko fight will have to be, a pay-per-view fight. And I agree. So to me, him, in the meanwhile, unifying titles, taking good fights in his, his weight class, and then maybe moving up and fighting. I don't know. Maybe he'll be. I think it's a very smart move, and I don't think it's nothing to. Tank Davis ducking Lomachenko, man. Whatever. They ain't even in the same weight class. So all that ducking talk, man. Hey, y'all. Hey, this young man is very special, and if he stays focused and let his career unfold, I think he's gonna be a superstar. But that's enough said. I ain't gonna keep going over that. Now, some more beats. Jamal Charlo, another one. His second fight at 160. A lot of people say a lackluster opponent, but hey, it's his second fight at 160. I think he should have been more active since he moved up to the weight class. But hey, this is his second fight. He got it out the way. He's talking about coming back in August. He knocked out Hugo Centeno this weekend. Knocked him out second round. Listen, that man put on a display of his athleticism and power. It's a big young man, you know what I'm saying? Even for 160, he is big. Now, he holds that WBC interim belt at 160, middleweight, full-fledged middleweight. Listen, that is the mandatory spot for Triple G's WBC belt. Listen, but how serious Triple G taking that, I don't know. He over there fighting Veins Martirosian and his Cinco disaster. That's what I call it. In a Cinco disaster. That was a disaster there, man. So anyway, he fighting Veins Martirosian, and then because he want to take a little soft touch so he could secure the Canelo, a little rematch again back later in the fall, probably, So if that's implied to happen, hey, Jamal Charlo, this could be a long road for you trying to get a fight with Triple G. Now, Jamal Charlo and his brother Jamel, they've been saying a long time that they would like to headline a show in Houston. And he spoke about that, after the fight. He said, yeah, he probably take a fight in August. He would like to fight in Houston. So that'll be good fun, man. To have a fight in his hometown, even if it's a soft touch or whatever. It'll be good for him to, hey, stay busy. That's the biggest thing. And then, hey, but after that, he need to get back down to business, buckle down and try to secure something big. You know what I'm saying? Which for that weight class, man, you got all these guys on HBO. And this is another big thing it's a big hurdle to cross, man. When you got HBO and Showtime, then you know what I'm saying? So in that division, you got Billy Joe Saunders and you got Jacobs, you got Triple G, all these guys, man, even Andre, man, they got HBO deals. So it's like, I don't know, man. But, I wish him all the best, but it's going to be hard to make some of those bigger fights at 160. What he's going to have to do is, keep knocking guys out. And I don't know. But I'm going to tell you this. Hey, don't nobody want to see Jamal Charlo right now at 160. That man is a beast. And I'm telling you this right here, man. I hear a lot of people saying the only person they think may beat him on points is Billy Joe Saunders because he moves and, the way he moves. But I'd be hard pressed to see it anyway. I still want to see it. Let's see it. Because to me, whoever talking about they go beat Jamal Charlo, I got to see it. I got to see them beat him. And then I got to rewatch the fight again to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because this young man is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I don't know. But, beef. Okay, Joseph Parker, man, seems to want Dillian White. Now, this is the thing. He say he want to get back in the mix. Both of these guys have in common that they lost to Anthony Joshua, And, their first career loss. So, I don't know. Maybe Joseph Parker is maybe he's trying to take some type of road to get back to Anthony Joshua. But to me, I like it. I like it. You take a loss, you want to come back. Hey, look, if you're not fighting in the States, and you're not a fighter that's like has, a stake claim in the United States market, then hey, yeah, you want to fight guys who have a name elsewhere. And Dillian White, his name is it's not like a big name in the total package of the sport, but in the UK, Dillian White is a big enough name, So Joseph Parker trying to come back, get in the mix with a guy like Dillian White. Hey, man, look, I think it's brilliant, and I think it's for his career. The man want to stay busy. Hey, let him stay busy. I love it. It's good boxing to me. Y'all, hey, get it down. Dillian White has a fan-friendly style. Joseph Parker is more of a dancer. But hey, I think it's a good matchup, man. Let's see it. So that's BEEFS. This Daddy P on the corner, in the corner boxing. Hey, slap that like button. Subscribe to the channel so you can be notified. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time it's going down. So, hey, look, that's BEEFS, man. This your boy, Daddy P, signing off.